Welcome back to the show. We are ending with a laugh today. We are all super excited to chat with comedian Atsuko Okatsuka after her recent comedy special, The Intruder, on HBO Max. It's been really popular, and she's bringing her comedy show to Seattle this fall, and I got a little preview.
I've seen your comedy. I've been actually watching you online for days now, and I am really excited for you to come to Seattle. So your comedy show coming to Seattle soon. What can people expect?
Yeah, so after my stand-up special, I think, so The Intruder, I think people have gotten to know me. And with this next one, it's a whole nother side of me that maybe you haven't met yet. My very childlike self, my very raw, sort of at my basis, I'm very childlike. And so you'll see a lot of that.
I do love that about you, and I love that you tell comedy with your whole body.
Because we love our families, right? Yeah, they're just so seemingly generous. They're always like, eat, right? Eat.
You feel it.
Yeah. I'm sort of pretty international in that, like, I was born in Taiwan, I grew up in Japan, and then I moved to the States. And so the way I communicate a lot between those countries, at least in the beginning, before I learned English, was like physical,
Yeah.
I learned English watching Scooby-Doo, so all of that is there. You know what I mean? Using my eyes to tell you what I'm thinking more than just words,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have to say is that diverse, upbringing is, I think, one of the reasons it makes you so relatable. And now your comedy special on Max, the one you mentioned, The Intruder, has been super well received. Do you think it's because of that relatability?
I think so, yeah. In a strange way, the more specific you get, the more relatable you are, because you're talking about human issues and human conditions and human silly things that we've all sort of run into.
It's true. It's that shared experience that we can all laugh at together, and I love that. Another thing that sets you apart is this iconic hairstyle of yours. Let's talk about that.
This is a haircut I had when I was a baby, when I was a kid too. So it's me rocking something that I used to rock. And it's something that isn't always historically cool to people, the bowl cut, but it makes me happy. Just like wearing bright colors makes me happy, having bright nails,
Yeah.
And so it's just embracing like what you've always wanted to dress like or look like, but maybe, you were told not to, so it's just embracing my true self.
But you make it look cool. I think it looks fantastic.
Thank you, because art.
Art, yeah, absolutely. And you are an artist at heart who's actually worked, from what I understand, very hard to get where you are. You talked about that in the past, how hard it was to break into comedy, being a woman. Do you think now that the comedy scene is doing enough to include diverse voices?
I think so. And I think the more the audience also meets the moment, it's a two-way streak, More and more audiences are watching more stand-up. They're looking for it. They're looking for different kinds of people doing it. And as they do it, then, studios and execs will also be like, oh, okay, there is a need and want for it. And so it's a two-way conversation that has to happen. And yeah, so because of that, more and more for sure.
I know that you were talking about kind of the comedy circuit standing in dark alleys. I mean, it wasn't exactly safe for a woman.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, doing open mics, back in the day, even like 2009 or something, waiting to go up at midnight and you are alone. And I say that is how people go missing. But so now with like social media, a lot of people can start there or find their own avenues of being seen instead of waiting in line physically somewhere. There's stand-up competitions in the past where you had to sleep overnight in the street so that you're one of 100 people that they see, and you only get to do 2 minutes of stand-up as an audition to get on, a show.
That is one benefit, maybe the only benefit of social media right now. All right. Well, I was wondering, can I do a quick lightning round with you?
Great. Yes, let's do it.
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. First question is easy. What is your star sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. All right. My son's a Gemini. I love that. A hamburger or hot dog?
Hamburger.
Okay. Least favorite place to do a comedy show?
I did a show at an ocean. That was too much. That was too scary. I can't swim.
Oh my God, that is a little bit scary. What is your favorite candy bar?
Favorite candy bar? I love a Reese's Pieces. Every time I'm surprised. What? Peanut butter inside. Yeah, I love it.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
100%. Give me savory, give me sweet. I want dessert and savory at the same time.
Good answer. Good answer. Do you have any nicknames?
In cheerleading days in high school, people called me Coco. For Atsuko and just Coco. Yeah.
Coco. I like that. That's cute. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. That one slide? No, it's fine. We love all of them here. What was your last Halloween costume?
Oh, I went as John and Yoko. John and Yoko at the same time. I was pretty much Sean Lennon. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right. What shows are you binging or streaming right now?
Oh, right now, there's a show called That's My Jam on Peacock. So I don't know if people have really seen it, but it's a game show with Jimmy Fallon. It's like musical games that people play.
I will be watching it tonight because I have Peacock and I love Jimmy Fallon. So there you go. Finally, who is the funniest person that you know?
The funniest person that I know? Gosh, I think it's Tig Notaro. She's a comedian, so that might be cheating. You know.
No, that's not. Tig is hilarious.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, Atsuko's 2 shows at the Neptune are sold out, but there are still tickets left for her show at the Moore Theater on October 5th. So get your tickets quick.